What's up, baby dolls? Yesterday, I made a lengthy video and a lot of you loved it. It is titled, Was Richard Hart Wrong About HEX? Okay. And in my video, in a nutshell, what I did was I went to the HEX money raised in Ethereum and it was 150,000 roughly. Okay. And I compared it to how much you can exit today, the bid of HEX. And what I ended up finding out was, right, the original Ethereum, it's worth $460 million today, but the HEX bid is only 10 million. So there's a giant difference. But what I'm doing now today is I'm going to show you that that is a very impossible achievement in crypto. No crypto except Ethereum has been able to do it pretty much. Now, I haven't looked through all the thousands, but it's pretty much just Ethereum. There's probably a few. It's literally nearly rare. Probably Ethereum, probably Binance. That's it. They're true unicorns. Okay? So, but you're probably going to ask me, go, wait a minute. It makes sense, though. How is it harsh to beat? Because what you're saying is you took money, okay? How much can you actually extract from the system on the bid? But here's the thing, my friends, okay? And I'm going to use the Ethereum example. We're going to go through it. You see, Bitcoin maxis, they don't like Ethereum. Why? And I'll play some pump music, okay? Bitcoin maxis hate Ethereum, and I've got a banana in my hand. I'm going to have this when I'm done, friends. They don't like them because Ethereum raised money in Bitcoin. And today, there is more Bitcoin value on the bid than the money they raised. That's how powerful Ethereum is, okay? So the bid, literally, if everybody in Ethereum market sold Ethereum down, how much bid money they can get, the billions of dollars, if you converted that to Bitcoin, you will get more Bitcoin than what was raised in the Ethereum ICO. So let's go through the numbers here, okay? So I'm actually going to show you right now, friends. Let's go through it. So yesterday I made that video, right? Was Richard Hart wrong about HEX? Okay, and this is what it pretty much comes down to. In a nutshell, right, that HEX bid is $10 million today. And that's what we compared it to. We compared it to the bid. And it is tough because I'm actually going to, I'll spoil it for you right now. I did the same thing with Tron, all right? Now read this, right? Tron raised 15,200 Bitcoin. But the Tron liquidity is only 2,900 today, Bitcoin, okay? And it has survived and it's starting to climb up. So why is Tron a cool example? Because Tron, it's not even EVM. It copy-pasted Ethereum. And the Tron community, they've just basically believed in like stablecoin adoption and stuff. But it's growing, okay? And I've shown you the chart. The Tron chart, you can see right now, has been doing this magical walk up. Has been walking up, the Tron chart. Very mysterious. Okay, but also the truth, friends, is you have to look at the Tron BTC ratio, right? So that's it right here. He's been dead for a long time. So, but Tron USD has been walking up. You see, that's been walking up. That is crazy. Made a higher floor and it's been walking up. So that's why I would just like to draw on these references and comparisons out here, okay? So what I'm about to show you is, even after all this, it was still worth creating the ecosystem. So if you look around with your eyes and your feelings and your senses, you're like, of course it was worth creating it, but I'm actually going to show you with the numbers, all right? So the thing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that even though HEX is down 98%, okay, the market cap is down 98%, 98, 99%, pretty much, okay? So what of that, just the market cap top. So it hit like 45 billion. Now it's only like 500 million, okay? So that's how low it is. But today, if you add up HEX's market cap, and you can get it from gopulse.com, and I can show you, got to add up EHEX and PHEX, okay? You add them all both up. If you convert that dollar amount to how much Ethereum is worth today, you get 161,000, okay? You raised 150,000. So even in this bear market despair, the value of the ecosystem is still storing more value than the initial Ethereum raised. It's still storing more value. Okay. Now, of course, what's the storing value you might, yeah, that's why the very, very harsh method is to say, no, I don't believe in storing value. I want to do the theoretical. If everybody's sold right now, how much money do they get? Okay, and I'm going to show you that it's literally nearly impossible to get that. Only Ethereum was able to achieve that. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is I will go back to Ethereum bear market in 2018 and show you how powerful ETH is. Now, here's the thing, friends. Ethereum raised 31,500 Bitcoin for its ICO, okay? And if you go to the bottom of Ethereum's bear market, right, that was the ETH BTC low. So what I've done is I've got, okay, what was its first cycle bear market like for Ethereum? And what I did was I got the liquidity number. So if you go back, Ethereum is down to these prices. It's only 12 billion market cap, okay? Ethereum's like, you know, $100, $150 down here. If you sold all the ETH, how much Bitcoin could you get for it? That's what I wanted to know. I want to know this number. So I'm doing an apple for apple comparison to HEX and PulseChain and stuff. And I ended up finding out, even in that bear market low that I just showed you, if you sold all the Ethereum, remember they raised 31,500? Well, you would be able to extract 45,000 Bitcoin. That's how much you would be able to extract off the bid. Okay, which is literally, it's not fair to use that as a gold standard. It's a unicorn, man. It's a unicorn. That and Binance, they're so rare, friends. They're so rare. It's literally, you're talking about a Google and a Tesla and an Amazon. You're not getting it again. It's not even fair to compare to anyone else. You know what I mean? It's just showing you how insanely difficult it is to predict and find these unicorns and for them to appear, okay? So that's what I want to show you, the bid side comparison, okay? But remember, Ethereum is a rare breed. So that's why, but remember, if you go use the harsh penalty and you equate the HEX bid, you only get 10 million bucks out of it, which is only 3,300 ETH. But you raised 150,000, okay? So you're literally 30x back to the top. Like I said, that's a very, very rough one. That's why I spoiled it for you. I showed you at the beginning, friends. If you compare it to Tron and any of these other coins, for example, Cardano and heaps of others, you get the same thing. So in a nutshell, what's the big picture stuff that we've seen happen? And let's play some bizarre music. Let's play spin the helicopter hat as well. Basically, friends, all we've shown is the rehypothecation around crypto. Just everything is leverage on each other. That's what we've shown, okay? Bitcoin is the base money. Yes, Bitcoin's the base money. Ethereum raised money in Bitcoin. And then everything else raises money also in Ethereum and Bitcoin. And they're all using the building blocks of Bitcoin and Ethereum to try to build their cities. So when Bitcoin and Ethereum tumble, specifically Bitcoin, when they tumble, everything else gets wiped out big time. Okay, because the bids are so thin. Remember, they're all leverage on each other, as I just showed you, right? Because like remember, Richard Hart raises money in ETH, so HEX raises money in ETH, and then that's used to build up the HEX city. Okay, but then ETH goes down, right? So then HEX goes down more. So now you get to see why. It's because of all the building blocks. That's why everything is rehypothecated on each other. And of course, the bear market's pretty much done, friends. Now we need to, I mean, we hope we don't usher in more doom, but you now get to see your risk if you have 100% altcoins in 12 months and all my top signals hit, right? Billions of dollars of money raised, Coinbase, App Store ranking #1. That's what I'm trying to get to you, friends. I'm just trying to tell you, when we get to that point, having 0% stable coins is very risky if you have 0%. Because you're like, look, everything is leverage on each other. So if Bitcoin poops the bed, Ethereum poops the bed, they all poop the bed. But obviously what's beautiful is we already knew this, right? I'm not telling you anything new. You already know this intuitively, okay? So that's why I wanted to make that follow-up to show you. Now, I've said it, here's the chart of PulseChain, for example, okay? And what I've done, friends, is I've shown you, basically, obviously, these are just 3 paths I've drawn, depending on how much we can go up, okay? HEX reached 45 billion in 2021, okay? So if we reach 50% of HEX, you get 25 billion for the whole ecosystem. If we reach 45 billion, we get that. And if we double it, we get around 100 billion, okay? I just want you to know that is, so this is a 30x on everything from today. This is like what, like 15x, and then this top one would be 60x from today. Now, it doesn't have to stop at 100 billion. They can keep going. I'm just throwing out numbers here just to show you relative where we are, okay? And I use this measure just to show you, like, there is a way to just look at these things and approach them from like a rational mindset. Because the cult's not going away, man. The cult's not going away. Justin Sun's cult didn't go away. XRP Army cult didn't go away. There's a couple of Litecoin maxis around still hanging around too. All right, they don't go away. The network effect is powerful. Now, their growth rate might not be as big as, like, you know, big product market fit, like Peppy type of stuff, but I'm just showing you that with enough time, the onboarding and Matty Allen's conferences and my fluffy microphone and everything else, and of course, okay, in a vacuum, they can't do anything, but with Bitcoin and Ethereum pushing up and onboarding more people, you eventually make it to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You eventually do. Of course, I hope it's this one, but I'm telling you, like, Tron skipped the whole freaking bull market last one. It had no product market fit. All right. We don't even know if it's going to continue, by the way. Just interesting that Tron price action just keep walking up. Okay. Now, what about PulseChain? Okay. So right now, PulseChain, now I haven't done the exact number of the Ethereum raise, but PulseChain raised like 170,000 ETH. All right. Now, here's the thing though. Here's the thing, right? You can always do these theoreticals because technically we raised 600 million DAI. Technically. But your gold standard is probably just Ethereum as a measurement. Because you want to find out, okay, was it worth even making the community, or should we have just kept it in Ethereum the whole time? But I'm showing you right now, we raised, you know, we've got 170,000 ETH in the kitty. Okay, no expectations. The market cap of both Pulse and PulseX is worth 315,000 Ethereum today. All right, but it's not the bid. Okay, if everybody sold, we all go to zero, of course, but that's the market. How much value do we all think we're storing? It's 315,000 ETH. So it's basically, it's less, it's positive, okay? So yeah, it's less than a 2x, but it's positive. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want, okay? And I just want to give you a comparison, right? You know, Tron, friends, Tron raised 15,000 Bitcoin, okay? Now, 15,000 Bitcoin is about $900 million today, okay? $900 million. So Tron's market cap is about 12 billion. So in a nutshell, from Tron's ICO, this is in 2017, man. They're on side 13x from their raise, their market cap, 13x. Okay, so I just want to give you the comparison. Okay, so if PulseChain was like Tron, man, that'd be crazy. In 6 years from now, we would only be another 6x higher than today. 6x higher, but that's 6x versus Bitcoin, okay? And assuming the BTC ratio would be whatever it is, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the chart, because remember that 6x number, we'll look at the Pulse ETH ratio, which it is right now, okay? So I know it's ETH ratio, but you just assume ETH and BTC stay the same. So it would be the same as in 6 years, we are up here, okay? So I'll just show you. This is how Tron's doing, okay? Right here. That would be the price up there. Okay, that's a 6x. And man, that's a long way away. Imagine, because friends, Tron is still there, but the year is 2029. So it's actually done this chart. So if I was to map it out, what Tron actually did was it goes up, does that, comes back down. It has a cycle somewhere in between, can't go back up, and it's still literally here, 2028, 2029. Okay, that's Tron. That's what Tron looks like, okay? So yeah, it's 6x higher than today, but man, it's 6 years. It is literally 6 years. Okay, so it's just interesting to see the comparisons, right? So how much money did you raise and how much value are you storing based off your raise? Like, you took the money, what did you go do with the money? Did you, because that's ultimately what you want, friends. So what is actually value in crypto? It's when you take money, okay, or you do effort, and then you build something of a community, right? So people are congregating in a community, cult, community, whatever it is, and they refuse to sell. Okay, they refuse to sell. That's a network. You built a network, right? Just like US dollar, okay? Why doesn't anybody liquidate their US dollar and go buy the Aussie dollar or the New Zealand dollar? It's because US dollar has a big network effect, right? See? That's why when they go spend money on the wars and the guns and the nukes and all this stuff, and they have all the UFO tech, you don't want to get rid of the US dollar, do you? It's number one. Do you see? So that's what actually value in crypto is. It is building network effects. So each individual person, a node, you're useless by yourself. You can't do anything. But when you're a group of people, I use the word cult. You want to be a cult, but when you're a group of people and you refuse to sell and you say you're there for a long time and you actually go through the journey of there being a long time, value's there. That's what countries are. Okay, that's what currencies are. That's why we're not a full equity. We don't produce cash flow stuff, but we're more like they're pseudo, half equity, half equity, half commodity. You see? Now it makes sense, right? So I don't know how high we're gonna go, but it would be nice if this chart is obviously rocketed up somewhere. Maybe we have some sort of blow off thing, and then we obviously come back down somewhere, and then we just, we try to find the higher floor. It looks good on a log chart, but yeah, I hope we get something like that. I guess we'll see. So I wanted to make this follow-up video because, yeah, I came across more information. I go, well, you know what? Because see, Vince, here's the thing, man. A lot of people, because they know this info, they don't think it's bad. But the truth is, man, no one cares about the other coins because their data is bad too, or it's just or it's worse. Bad in terms of like, you're not a unicorn, bro. That's what it is. In crypto, okay, if you're a unicorn, sweet, 10 ticks. If you're not a unicorn, yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, okay? But that's what we're playing for. We're playing for the creations of these, okay? So we're all here playing for the establishment and the creations of these network effects and these communities. And that's why, man, you look for this evidence. So in the future, someone's going to look back at these videos and go, oh, how did you know these things were going to work out? Like, I don't know, bro. Matty Allen's conferences twice a year, 170 content creators, 70 streamers. One of them has literally the fluffiest microphone in the world. You have all these. PulseChain has 170,000 Ethereum, the sacrifice wallet, and it's rotated in. And also the mantra of this cycle is believe in something. And Richard Hart believes in real DeFi, believes in freedom of speech, believes in freedom of movement. He's fighting for everyone's rights, right? Also, Avalanche had an alt season in September 2021 with $180 million of their own shitty token, okay, incentives. And now we're going to have 1.2 billion when Ethereum's 7K. So we're going to have 6 times what Avalanche had, and it's going to be in Ethereum, real money to hand out. None of this like inflationary, like let's hand out our own token stuff, right? See all these super strong fundamentals, fan. Bang, bang, bang. And I haven't even got it, man. Look at the strong cult. Okay, they're strong as hell cult. Grassroots, 100%. It's gate kept everywhere. Everybody in the community builds stuff their own because obviously they don't get anything else handed to them. You have all these amazing ecosystems in the community, right? You have a Tropa ecosystem. You got Tang Gang. You got Hexibars and stuff, the influencer coins. You just have this wide diverse of people out here. You got stuff like even like the Pulse TV guys making videos and stuff. Like all of these things are animating, and you can see the momentum building up. Of course, man. I want the price. Of course, friends. I wish the price. Can you just stop dumping for 5 seconds? I know, man. I know, but I'm just telling you, all these fundamentals, just crypto, man. I know, but that's just how they are, man. That's just crypto, friends. We've gone through this thousands of times. It's basically everybody's drowning and then everybody's partying. Okay, it's eventually though the market's going to be better at pricing stuff in like this, but you don't know when it's going to be. And if you bet on that, what if you get it wrong? And now you have to pay up 10x higher than everybody else in 3 years just to get in, just to get in. So there you go, friends. So I hope it makes it clear with all this. You get a better perspective. Yeah, there hasn't been a scamming of anything of any sort. Okay, there is no scamming here. It's just okay. You compare to the unicorn, everybody looks shit. But it's just like it's literally like in sports games. Compare everybody's stats to Messi and Ronaldo. Okay, you look like trash. Compare everybody to Jordan, all right, in basketball. Compare golfers to Tiger Woods. You're like, dude, you're not even playing in the same universe. You see what I mean? It's what we're looking at here, okay? So we've always anchored to the unicorn. Everything looks crap. Oh, don't wake out. Literally, friends, like, oh, how much money did you make for your family? Oh, I made $50,000. I don't have to work for you. Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, Bill Gates made 180 billion, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be that guy, you get nowhere in life, okay? We've got to celebrate every win. So those are the real numbers. The data's clear. The value stored in the ecosystem is more than what everything's raised. Okay, it is more, okay? And a critical point, a very critical point. The reason why you don't just do the whole, what happens if everybody sells, how much money you can get out. Not that example, right? The reason why you don't do that is Bitcoin people, that's how they treat Ethereum. So I've got to repeat that. The Bitcoin maxis, They treat Ethereum as a rehypothecated scam because Ethereum raised money in that Bitcoin, remember? That's why everyone in Bitcoin Maxi Land, they hate Ethereum. They go, you raised money in Bitcoin, you basically took it away from us, okay? They'll never ever let them live it down, but Ethereum's the unicorn, man. Okay, so they basically, they put Ethereum in a camp as everything else. As XRP, just everything else. They're like, oh, you're all scams. You've all taken the precious Bitcoin, you've kept the Bitcoin and you hand out crappy tokens. But the thing is true, friends. It's true. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. US dollar people say the same thing about Bitcoin. They say, wait a minute, you're on an exchange. Someone out here is supplying the Bitcoin and they're taking your precious US dollar, all right, and they're giving you this pathetic Bitcoin. That's how they think. See, it's the same game everywhere. However, it's up to you and me to figure out. We use charts, we use data, use friendship, use everything. It's up to us to figure out how deep will these guys sell? How long will they sell? How much value is there? We're trying to buy low, sell high. That's what it is, okay? We're trying to see what the future growth is, okay? That's why a lot of people outside in boomer world, friends, they don't believe that people are ever going to hold Bitcoin for a long time. Well, friends, I've been hearing that since I got into crypto end of 2018. Everyone said, oh, it's all a scam. They'll never hold. It's all crap. Always people from the outside world would always say like, oh yeah, they're supplying this Bitcoin. They just can't wait to take your precious US dollars out and dump. They've been so wrong, man. That was in Bitcoin, it's $4,000, okay? Now it's literally up 12x higher. 1,100%. They can suck a fat one. So they were completely wrong. Well, I'm telling you right now, yes, altcoins are a lot more risky and they're rehypothecated on everything else. However, we know, man, they are playing out with the cycle. They are playing out with the cycle. And that's why, man, like, putting all these together, friends, you know what we're ultimately waiting for, okay? Waiting for, I guess, magic. Here's the others BTC ratio, just to play out again, okay? Just to show you the split between the altcoins on average and moving to Bitcoin. That's why we're trying to look for edge. This is our information asymmetry, okay? That's what it comes down to. Because everyone's asking, oh, all the altcoins are the same. No, they're not. No, they're not, okay? My altcoin is, I think, backed high odds by 170,000 ETH. That might rotate in. You see what I mean? So that's what it comes down to, friends. So how will it come down to it at the end such that PulseChain ends up being a success? Well, it have to be like this, right? That 170,000 ETH, whatever it rotates in, there will be a net market cap add. Okay, so let's say, I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say 170,000 ETH rotates in, let's say like $7,000 ETH, 1.1 billion. Okay, so obviously you would hope in the next bear market, say that 1.1 billion worth of market cap, that's added to the PulseChain ecosystem. But by the way, that is atrocious from today. That is literally just a 2x. Okay, but that could happen, man. We could do 100x and drop 98%. Who knows? Okay, but going off the Uniswap formula, a $1.2 billion injection into the ecosystem, yeah, theoretically, it flashes it up 200 or 300x, literally. But of course, not realistic. There's people who buy in after. There's also people who sell. You don't know what the net add of that's going to be. I'm just praying that, you know, it ends up being on the upper side rather than the lower side. Also praying for our friendship. I have a banana here. I did promise you I am going to be eating it, friends. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.